Hi guys, this is Mrs. Rainey. We are going to solve one-step equations today. We're going to solve using addition and subtraction. So how are we going to do this? We're going to determine which operation is occurring in the equations, and then we're going to perform the opposite operation on both sides of the equations. So you can do this a couple different ways, and I will show you that whenever we get to the example. So we're going to show if we are adding or subtracting the value, and we need to remember that it's going to be the opposite of what is happening in the equation. So if you see addition in the equation, you need to use subtraction. If you see subtraction in the equation, you need to use addition. So at this point, if you've done all of this and you've added or subtracted, then your variable should be isolated and you will have solved a one-step equation. All right, so on the PowerPoint, you guys will see that it says video up here, but you're in the video, so that's what this is. So let's see here. First thing I want to do is I'm going to zoom in on this first equation. And I'm going to draw a line through my equal sign. You don't have to do this step, but I have found that it helps my students to see that they make sure they do the operation on both sides of the equation. So in my equation, I have x minus 3 equals 8. Because it is minus, I'm going to add. So we're going to add 3. I would like to see that you have put the numbers right underneath the number that we're getting rid of. So you can see that the 3's are in line. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. I like to say that those are canceled out. So we drop down our x, and I'm actually going to move it closer to my equal sign over here. We didn't do anything to the x, so it just comes down. Then we do 8 plus 3 is 11. So now we have x equals 11. We have isolated our variable. We've solved a one-step equation. Now I'm going to go over to my other equation over here. We have negative 5 equals 10 plus x. Drew my line down there. We have 10 plus x on that right side. So I want my x to be the one that's isolated. That's how I know that I need to get rid of the 10 because it's on the side with the x. The 10, I'm actually going to look, let me change colors there. I'm going to look right here. Whatever is attached to the 10 on the left side is going to tell me what I'm going to do. So technically we could say this is a plus sign, right? It doesn't have a minus sign like this 5 over here. So we're going to subtract the 10 from both sides. And we will get, so positive 10 minus 10 cancels out, becomes 0. And then we're going to drop down our x. Again, I like to move it closer to where my equal sign is. If you want it to be right underneath it, that's fine. Negative 5 minus 10 is going to be negative 15. All right, and now we have solved for x, and we have done another one-step equation.